morning.
Hi.
Good evening.
Hi, good evening. Hi. Good evening, everyone. Have a seat.
Thank you.
Okay, have you all take your lunch?
No.
Why?
We are
Because fasting.
You're fasting now.
Okay. Okay, let us start our meeting. First of all, I would like to extend a warm welcome to Mr. Imah, our staff from Accounting and Finance Department, and Ms. Atika from Marketing Department, Ms. Rani from Human Resources Department, Mr. Sahlan from R&D Department, and lastly my secretary, Ms. Liha. Okay, there should be another member, which is Mr. Ahmad from Food and Service Department. Unfortunately, he can't join us today because he has an urgent meeting to attend in Singapore. Okay. So today the purpose of this meeting is to discuss our Sabah Coral Island project, about what can be done to draw more tourists to Sabah Coral Island. Okay. Thus bring in project, we have to bring in high profit return for our company. Besides that, it must take into account common environmental issue. Okay. Is there all of your have the copy of the minute? Please refer to it.
Yes. Okay.
Okay. To begin with, I would like to quickly go through the minute of our last meeting, which was held on 27 April 2017. Okay. In the first agenda of the committee meeting, the committee was informed that the cost of the project at the Sabakor Island was approximately 240 million. Is that clear?
Yes.
Excuse me, Mr. Chairman.
Okay.
I think there are two errors in the last minute of meeting, which is about the date of our last meeting and the cost of this project. Actually, the actual date of our last meeting was on 26 April 2017. But and why the total cost of the project supposed to be 250 million instead of 240 million.
Okay. Okay, so it's 250 million. Thank you, Ms. Naimah, for highlighting out the mistake. Could you take the note, Ms. Lia?
Okay, Mr. Chairman, I will take note about it.
Okay, let us proceed to the next agenda. In the last meeting, Ms. Liha report that the Sabakor Island is situated off the shore of Sabah and is only accessible to by boat.
Sorry to interrupt again, Mr. Chairman. Actually, it is created of the coast of Sabah, not Malaysian Borneo.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Tika, for raising up the mistake. Okay, Ms. Dia, could you jot it down?
Noted, Mr. Chairman.
Okay. Also, in the last meeting, Ms. Liha suggested Wilbur 5-star hotel could be a good investment for Prima Holding, but the suggestion is objected by Ms. Wani. Ms. Naimah proposed that the committee be given 2 months to research island for business project to be proceed to the next step, and this suggestion was seconded by Ms. Atika.
May I interrupt, Mr. Chairman? I think there is an error about the person who recommend to build the 5-star hotel. It is actually Mr. Sahlan who gave the suggestion.
Okay, mistake again.
Mr.
Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Wani, for highlighting the error. Please take note, Ms. Dia. Okay, what's about the rest of minutes?
Okay, it's fine, but actually there is another mistake, which is Miss Atika proposed and seconded the objective of build 5-star hotel.
Sorry about that. I will amend that.
Okay. Ms. Dia have proposed that every committee that have any project proposal for the Sabakor Island that given 3 months to do their research and come out with estimate cost and supporting document regarding to their proposal. So, is there any other amendment?
No.
No, everyone know. If that case in the case, will someone move that the minute of the last meeting to be accepted?
Yes, I propose that the minute will pass.
I second the motion.
Okay. Hi, everybody, confirm the minute of the last meeting have been accepted. As you know, there will be some problem that will be passed to the meeting. The first one is no accommodation and facility at the island. Second problem is about transportation, and the last problem is about electricity. Problem is about at the end of meeting, we are going to discuss about how to increase company profit. Okay. Before we start the next agenda, I hear that we have good news from the financial and accounting department. Mr. Imah, can you brief it to us?
Yes, Mr. Chairman. Based from the budget that we have, I have some good news to tell you guys where previous from this already made a proposal and already sent to the Ministry of the Tourism. Where I search from the link, they will give some allocation of the budget itself. Of the budget about 50 million. So I have to compete to get the budget itself, whereby I have to present our Sabah Coral Island project to the Ministry of Tourism in Putrajaya itself. Okay. I need to compete with several companies that want to conduct the same project business. And surprisingly, I am able to get the 50 million from the Ministry of Tourism.
Wow, that is really good news. Very good job from financial department. Okay, so how now we have another extra 50 million to run our project. Okay, let us move to the next agenda. As you know, the purpose of Sabah Coral Island project is to draw more tourists and thus bring in high profit return to company. Keep in mind that whatever the project is, it must take into account common environment issue. Mr. Sahlan,
Yes.
could you briefly introduce this project with some idea?
Okay. From my research about Sabah Coral Island, okay, it is actually a private island before Paramount Holding buy it with the cost 1 million ringgit Malaysia. Okay. There are no chalet yet and any other accommodation. Okay. We can try developing something like we can build a unit on the sea, luxuriously chalet. Okay. A boat on the sea chalet means building several chalet away from beach in the middle of the sea. Okay. And for your information, Sabah Coral Island is situated at the world famous Coral Triangle. The Coral Triangle is a marine area located in the western Pacific Ocean, okay, with a size of 1.5 acres. The island also houses the Maliain Sanctuary, where it is a protected area for coral reef and turtle nesting ground. Okay. Imagine being able to relax in chalet surrounded all round by the sea, which will be a very joyful life. Okay, as the chalet will be built on still in muddy swamp, we must hence build it with very sturdy concrete. Okay, we can also provide some facilities inside the chalet, such as keyboard style karaoke system and barbecue. So the tourists will not feel bored. If we execute this plan, it not only can attract tourists to the island, but at the same time, it also can bring high return profit for the company.
I disagree with Mr. Sahlan's proposal. This is because the completion of the project requires a long time. I know the development can provide higher profit to the Sabah Coral Island, but a development would affect the environment. Besides that, I think activities like barbecue may affect the environment since nowadays people are passive in taking care of the environment. They may not clean up after the activities and it will cause pollution to the environment.
How do you think, Ms. Bia?
I suppose you are right, but let's look from another angle. To build on the sea luxurious chalet, we will need to spend a higher cost in the budget as compared a building resort on the island. So why not do it later? As stated in the previous meeting, should be a good investment for Paramount Holding to build a 5-star hotel. Ms. Wani had objected to the idea because building a 5-star hotel could cause pollution to the environment of Coral Island. To solve the problem, we can make a resort and try to using a two-bird chalet. Besides that, our resort should also have standardized service and facilities. More service inside the resort like spa, gym, and so on can help to save. Can also help to improve our profit. Beside that, we also not only can improve the facilities on the island, but also save our budget too. What do you think about this idea, Mr. Imam?
I second the suggestion of Ms. Jihad, which is to build resort. This is because if we use lumber to build the chalet, it can avoid and minimize the harm to the environment. Besides that, building a resort can generate greater profit and revenue because with the high standard of the service and full facilities, it would attract more customers to come to Coral Island and spend more money there.
Okay, I think I also agree with Ms. Wani that Mr. Sahlan idea will be harmful to the environment. Even though it can bring higher profit to the Sabah Coral Island project, Ms. Diha idea is more valuable to bring a lot of benefit to our company and indirectly can also take care of the environment issue. Is there anything that as before we move to the next item on the agenda?
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
Okay.
I have another idea that's quite interesting, to which is can make our company earn more profit. Okay, the way for us to draw more tourists to the Coral Island, I suggest that we can also try to build a water park at the resort. Okay, in my opinion, water parks such as Sunway Lagoon at Kuala Lumpur or Legoland at Johor is one of the biggest attractions for people to enjoy playing with water. Okay, why don't we take this information and opportunity for our development at the island? Don't you think it is very pretty cool if we were to build or develop a small water park for our customer at our island, as I mentioned earlier? Okay, to further explain my opinion just now, this water park is this water park is a lifetime opportunity for us to attract more customers to go to the Coral Island. Okay. When we look at the other islands,
Sorry. Okay, never mind.
These facilities are not provided at there. Okay. So it may be our advantage to attract customer and increase our profit. What all of you think regarding my suggestions?
Okay, I think that sounds like a very good idea. We can really draw more tourists and profit yet at the same time promote the Coral Island. What is the committee view on that?
I think I second the proposal Miss Atika raised up. We also can build a playground beside the water park. We can try to put more safety measure and yet provide an enjoyable site for the children. As we know, when people go traveling, they spend their vacation at the island with their family, including their children. So my point here is it can attract the children as well. This playground can be a safe place compared to the water activity at the water park, especially for children. In addition, our tourists will feel happy with this playground, especially for families, because majority of the families will bring their children, and this is one of the enjoyable place for them. For example, we can put this site of playground near a restaurant as well, so parents can freely enjoy their meal while their children safely play at the playground. Perhaps this development of children playground at the island will attract more customers out there to visit the island.
Okay, Miss Deha, I think you are right.
Yeah, I feel the same way too.
That's great. I think it's a better solution. I approve the solution. So, Mr. Sahlan, please continue R&D about it.
Okay, I will do it.
Okay. I need the detail of the proposal in our next meeting. You will present it on the next meeting. Please prepare it.
Okay.
Okay. Miss Dia, please take note and add in our next agenda for next meeting. Okay. Okay. Let's move to the next item on the agenda. Any suggestion?
Yes. For your information, as Mr. Chairman mentioned earlier, there is another problem that we should take serious, which is about transportation. Okay. This problem we can divide it into two, which is transportation from the main land to the island and transportation on the island. Okay. So to solve the transportation problem, I suggest that we add on another 50 boats to fetch the tourists to the islands and build a road around the island. So the tourists can use car in the island. Besides that, we can also use the car and motorcycle for rental service to increase our company profit. Is it quite a good idea?
Sorry to interrupt. I am disagree with you.
Why?
Because when we add on another 15 boats, this situation will increase our company cost and it will affect our budget also. Okay. It will lead to our budget not enough to carry out another agenda or other business.
Excuse me, I think I agree with Ms. Naima. It's because training costs for them is quite high. We cannot take many employees and we cannot gain any profit from this project.
Sleepy.
Oh, what's
Oh, So we need to employ many boat driver. It will cost the cost too high.
Yes.
It will be better if we hire more boat driver. Sorry, Mr. Chairman, why
Okay.
not we upgrade boat to ferry? So this way, we don't need to increase so many boats, so the budget will not too high. And we also can take this opportunity to increase our customers.
You're right.
Sorry to interrupt. Okay. Actually, I have made a research about that.
Okay.
If we hire someone to drive the boat, the driver have to apply the license. So it is very difficult to do that.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes, I think you're right. We will face the problem to find the boat driver, and it will increase the budget for getting more boat.
Sorry for the less consideration.
Never mind.
Okay. So, how about another?
Okay, I agree to Ms. Deha. We should upgrade boat to ferry because ferry can fetch more tourists compared than boat. Okay, it is more environmental friendly.
Since it's a quite good recommendation, we only need one or two driver to drive the ferry, and we can fetch more tourists compared to boat. So I approve the solution, but how about the transportation on the island? Any suggestion?
Excuse me, Mr. Chairman. About the transportation in the island, I'm agree with Miss Atika to build more road in the island. But I'm agree with driving the motorcycle and car in the island because it will harm the environment. If we want to drive the car, that means we need the petrol for the car, right?
Yes.
So we need to transfer the petrol from the mainland to the island, and this will increase our burden.
Sorry to interrupt. I'm totally agree with Miss Diha. Because when we use the car and motorcycle, it will produce carbon monoxide that can harm the environment, and it is very dangerous. So, this is sure that we cannot gain any profit from this project.
So if we proceed the project, we need to buy more car.
I guess we can attract tourists to come here. Maybe those cars.
I think Malaysia, Kedua Viva is more cheaper compared to other.
Are you sure?
But we need to maintain the cost.
We need to maintain the cost. Oh my goodness.
Because it's very important, yeah, if our project.
Our cost only 250 million.
We try to minimize the cost.
Are you sure the Produa Viva is more cheaper?
Why not use Produa Kanchi?
Kelisa? Or any other else?
I don't have idea.
Okay, sorry to interrupt Mr. Chairman.
Okay.
My suggestion, rather than we using car or motorcycle, why not we encourage the tourists to use bicycle? This is because the maintenance cost for the bicycle is lower than car and motorcycle, right?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
I am totally agree with Miss Naima.
Agree.
Yes. This is because when we use bicycle, it is more environmental friendly. Okay. If we use the car and motorcycle, it will cause harm, and it is not good for our environment, and also not good for our health. Besides that, using bicycle is also one of the exercise for healthy lifestyle. Okay. Other than that, we also can provide rent bicycle facilities. when the tourists come to our island, they can rent the bicycle and enjoy the natural view on the island. So our company can earn more profit from the services.
Just nice. I suggest we can do a campaign to encourage the tourists use bicycle in the island.
Nice idea.
Good idea.
Okay, that is quite interesting. Okay, we can provide bicycle for family and couple use. Okay, I want to ask something regarding to the rental service. In your opinion, how much should we provide to the tourists if they rent the bicycle for 1 hour?
Okay. For my opinion, I think it should be around 7 ringgit Malaysia for 1 hour. This is because if we provide the rent with low price, it can encourage the tourists to rent a bicycle. Not only that, this is also can encourage a healthy lifestyle. Okay. In the island, we need to take good care of the environment.
Sorry for interrupting, Mr. Chairman. I think if we do the rental service with low price, then we gain more profit. This is because if we lead to the tourists to rent more bicycle from us, so this is a win-win situation. The lower the rate of bicycle will guide to higher number of tourists that want to use our bicycle.
Okay.
I'm totally agree with you.
Thank you.
For me, we can reduce the pollution if we provide the bicycle. As we know, when we use the car, it will release some polluted gas that will harm the environment. I think we should use the bicycle for the life of further.
Okay. What I hear from your opinion and point, I think this a very interesting idea.
Thank you.
It is very low cost and environmental friendly. Plus, we can gain more profit, and this is the main point for our company. So, any more idea about this proposal?
No.
Okay, everyone know.
No.
Everyone know.
Okay, I approve the idea. Miss Atika, please carry on the proposal. I would like to see it on the next meeting. Please list all of the costs and how many bike that we want to buy and all the detail about it.
Okay, Mr. Chairman, I will do the research on it and present it on the next meeting about the cost and the bike that we will use for this.
Okay, thank you, Miss Atika. So, finish the problem of transportation.
Finish already.
Okay. Let's move to the next about the electricity that we only depend on the diesel generation, which is a cause of contamination to the environment. So, regarding to this matter, Mr. Sahlan, what is your finding?
Okay, yes, Chairman. I would like to mention to you just now. Coral Island still depends on diesel to generate their electricity. Okay, so that I suggest we may use solar instead of diesel to generate the electricity. Okay, this is because solar generator can store an amount of sunlight to be used during night or rainy day. Okay, and here there are many patterns of solar system.
Okay, show it.
Sorry. Move aside. I
Okay.
can do it.
Okay, as we know, here we have three pattern of solar system. Okay, the first we see from the first picture, second picture, and third picture. Okay, each solar system is different price. Okay, that's all from you.
Can I have the laptop?
Okay.
Mr. Chairman want to see it. To
Okay,
make it more
it's
clear.
not-
To make it more
okay.
clear. Okay.
Okay.
Sorry.
So this is the solar system
Yes.
that you have made the research, right?
Yes.
3 pattern.
Yes.
Yes. Only yes.
Yes.
There must be different benefit, right?
Yes.
And different cost.
Yes.
So, what do you think about it?
Hmm. Miss
Sorry.
Naimah?
Mr. Lima. Okay, just go on.
Sorry for
Let's go on.
that. Okay.
Minute.
Oh,
Oh my god,
My
sorry,
laptop.
sorry.
sorry.
Okay,
Okay.
sorry. Okay.
Okay.
We can
Let's go on.
Okay, I disagree with Mr. Sahlan idea.
Why?
Why?
Solar system is very environmental friendly.
Okay.
Since we get energy from solar, it involves a quiet high technology. Besides that, we need to consult and expertise to installment. Furthermore, the maintenance fee is too high for long-term running. The cost will be higher than we think.
Okay, so this need us to import technology from other country because Malaysia did not have engineer for the solar system, so it becomes so difficult even for us.
Okay, so we need to import professional expertise from overseas. That is quite expensive costly. But why not we train our worker to solve the problem?
It also need cost.
And we need to train them.
Take
Take
time.
long time to solve this problem.
Okay.
I think
You
we
also
need
need
to-
the place for train the employee, right?
So we need-
Yes.
Yes, yes.
That only.
Yes, all the time.
If you are thinking about like that, okay. Any idea from other committee?
Any idea?
Okay, sorry for the last question about the cost. So how about we change the plane?
Change the plan.
How?
How?
How we want to change it?
How?
I don't know.
And you don't know. Oh my god.
If you if you don't know, I open to
Any
other
idea?
committee. Any idea?
Any idea?
Naimah, can you speak?
Can
Miss Naimah?
Anyone? Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Anyway,
Anyone?
Alright. Can I give myself opinion?
Okay.
Okay. Okay. How about I think we can use what to I want to utilize the natural resource like wind or water. We can use wind and water as turbine to generate the electricity. So what do you think?
I think it is a good idea. Because wind and water are so the one of the low price, right? So it
Yes.
could be an engineer at the Malaysia
Yes.
compared to the solar. Okay, so I think this is a renewable energy.
That's your point.
My point.
Okay. This just
Yes.
and any
Second,
point.
yes.
Okay. Wine or water? Okay.
I totally agree with Ms. Lina because when we build a turbine, we also can improve our natural resource on our island like windmill.
Windmill.
Windy.
Windmill. Mr. Chairman, windmill. You know that
Okay.
windmill?
Windy.
Iman.
Windmill. No, windmill I think.
Iman.
Never.
Okay.
Okay, so if we use the turbine, it will attract more tourists, right?
I think like that.
So, if we use it, the tourists will come in with their friends and to see this wind turbine. So the tourists can enjoy the view. Okay, this is a new point to attract more tourists to come to visit our island.
To selfie at the turbine.
Yes.
Yes, we can take selfie.
One of the new attraction.
Yes, then we can improve our publicity through internet or website.
They also can share in our Facebook page.
Yes.
So, how about the expansion of wind turbine?
For this case, I will further doing research.
Yeah. Maybe Ms. Naimah and Mr. Sahlan need to summarize the cost to the next meeting.
Yes.
Okay, sorry for interrupt, Mr. Chairman. Okay, I also have my own opinion. Yes.
Yes.
I had done research on how to generate electricity from living plants.
That's great.
Oh, that's good.
Take care to Mr. Shannon.
Thank you, Miss Atika.
Is it living plant?
Yeah. Yes, Mr. Chairman. I also have read about this issue in simple terms. Am I right?
Simple.
In simple terms, electrons are a waste product of bacteria living around, which is broken down by bacteria. Plants excrete, if I'm not wrong, plants excrete organic matter into the soil, which is broken down by bacteria. In the breakdown process, electrons are released. It is possible to harvest them using inert electrodes and turn them into electricity without affecting the plant's growth in any way. Am I right, Mr. Sahgan?
I think that's right.
Thank you.
How cost effective is that system now?
This system is not able to compete on price with the likes of wind and solar power. Although for this that is the intention as we work on increasing the efficiency of the technology itself.
Oh, I see. Okay. Since the problem about electricity did not meet the solution, I think we need more research about it. Okay. So, Ms. Wani, please do the research about this issue.
Then we'll do it later.
Okay. After After listening to all of your points, I decided to build a resort with eco-friendly ingredients and build a water park with the playground for the children. Okay. Besides that, I also decided to carry out to upgrade the boat to ferry. And build a road around the island with the bicycle as the transportation for tourists to enjoy the environment. Is there anything else to discuss before we end the meeting?
Chairman, I have a suggestion to our project. Okay, I think we should provide Wi-Fi cities at certain places, such as at the cafe, Chalet.
Chalet.
Okay, sorry for my mistake.
Okay.
When we have this facility, we can run our business smoothly without any interruption. Okay? So we are very need this Wi-Fi facility. Okay, that is only for my idea. How about you, Miss Naima? Have any idea to share with us?
I also have an idea. We can increase our company profit by build more entertainment. For example, we can build more entertainment.
Sorry.
For example, FIFA, Discovery Snorkeling Sport, provide beach activities, water sport, jungle trekking, and we also can take more the new snorkeling point photo and place it at our Facebook page for an advertisement.
I want to add something on Miss Naima.
Okay.
Okay, she said that when we want to put in on our Facebook page, we will need the Wi-Fi, right? That's why we really need this Wi-Fi facility at our island.
Okay.
And
Sorry for interrupt. I agree with Naima, but can you give me a minute? I want to jot down my notes, and I will give my own reason.
please write your point.
Thank you for sharing it. Alright. I agree with Miss Naima, which is build more entertainment, entertainment like theme park. But I disagree with you about discover new snorkeling pond. If we do the snorkeling pond, new snorkeling pond, it will cause it will lead to other snorkeling competition, and that will affect the original snorkeling pond. I think so.
Stop. Yes.
Any others? Any reason?
Please.
I'm sorry to interrupt you.
Please.
Of course, not the point. If we do just like what you suggest, it will interrupt our budget cost for previous.
Sorry, what is it? If I say we just go on with the old snorkeling point, I think no need to discover another snorkeling point. We don't need to discover
I'm just afraid that we.
Okay,
Yes.
may I repeat? Okay. I disagree with Miss Naima to discover new snorkeling point. Okay, this because if we discover new snorkeling point, it will lead to unhealthy competition that will affect the original snorkeling point. It will give impact to the original point.
So it will not change anything.
No, I think no need
Yeah,
to
don't forget with the oil.
Okay, I think tourists will more interested in the new snorkeling point compared to the old point.
What's the idea?
Wait. Besides that, discover new snorkeling point will destroy ecosystem. That is my answer.
You said you more interested, or you
I'm
said
interested.
no, sorry. You said the tourists are more interested to the new point or oh I
Don't ask me like that.
sorry may I see your point?
Okay.
I don't really understand what
You understand that?
he said the
Yeah.
tourist he said the tourist will be more interested to the new smoking point. But besides that, he said new smoking point will destroy ecosystem.
What's the point
Ah,
of the
the-
ecosystem and smoking point?
I see
He mentioned that the
Ecosystem.
forest
Yes, yes.
will be destroyed if we discover
the new
That's right,
so
yeah.
as a conclusion, okay, as a conclusion, we no need to discover the new point.
Yeah. Okay. You understand? You understand now?
Yeah. That's
Okay.
just a
Uh,
small
you-
mistake.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. I think we need to make more research about laws to increase our company profit. Next meeting, I would like to hear each of you come out with at least one idea and how to increase our company profit. Okay, I suggest we go around the table. Ija, anything you want to wrap up?
No, we don't have that. I don't have anything to raise up.
Then go to me, Mr. Janet.
How about you, Miss Adika?
I think that's all from me.
Okay. Miss Wani, Mr. Saran, boleh.
I think no, Mr. Janet, I don't have anything to raise up. You?
Do you have anything to
Okay.
raise up?
I think I don't have idea.
You don't have an idea?
Yes.
No.
If then nothing else, can we schedule the next meeting, please? Okay, Miss Ya, please take note about all the suggestions.
I have taken all the medicine.
Okay.
Okay, I hope everyone alert about the new date of meeting. For the next meeting will be a month from now, which is at held on 21st June 2017 at 3:30 p.m. And we are going to do in here. For those who cannot make it, you will have to tell me first.
Okay, sorry to before you end this meeting.
That
I want to ask the secretary we have, is there any chances that the venue that we want to do the meeting will change?
According to the available room.
but for now you said it's now here. Venue is here.
Okay.
Very clear. You will tell
I
us.
will confirm.
Okay.
Okay. That's all for today. Thank you for all of you for coming attending this meeting. The meeting is adjourned. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, and thank you all.